President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi hosted a tripartite summit with Jordanian King Abdullah II and the Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas in Cairo on Tuesday, during which they discussed the latest developments in the occupied Palestinian territories, in addition to a number of regional and international issues of concern. The three leaders expressed their full support to the Palestinian cause and efforts during the current delicate juncture in the Palestinian issue, and stressed the need for an international protection of the Palestinian people and for their legitimate rights. The story.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi hosted a tripartite summit including King Abdullah II of Jordan and Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas at Al Tahadiyya Palace on Tuesday. The summit discussed current developments in the occupied Palestinian territories and the related regional and international issues. During their meeting, the leaders stressed the necessity of preserving the legitimate Palestinian rights and the continuation of their joint efforts to achieve a comprehensive, just and lasting peace based on the two-state solution, which embodies the independent and sovereign Palestinian state on the lines of June 4, 1967, and in accordance with the international law and relevant international legitimacy resolutions. President el-Sisi and King Abdullah II affirmed their full support for the efforts of the Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas in the critical situation that the Palestinian cause is going through amidst increasing regional and international challenges. The leaders stressed the need for the international community to provide protection for the brotherly Palestinian people and their legitimate rights, and join efforts to find a real political horizon that would relaunch serious and effective negotiations to resolve the Palestinian issue on the basis of the two-state solution, warning of the danger of the continued absence of political horizon and its repercussions on security and stability. They stressed the need to stop all illegal unilateral Israeli measures that undermine the two-state solution and the chances of achieving a just and comprehensive peace, which includes settlements, confiscation of Palestinian lands, home demolitions, the displacement of Palestinians from their homes, the continuous Israeli incursions into Palestinian cities, and the violation of the historical and legal status quo in Jerusalem and its sanctities. They stressed the need to preserve the existing historical and legal status in Jerusalem and its Islamic and Christian sanctities in a manner that guarantees respect for the fact that the blessed Al-Aqsa Mosque, Al-Haram Al-Qudsi Al-Sharif, with its entire area of 144 dunes, is a pure place of worship for Muslims. President el-Sisi and President Mahmoud Abbas also stressed the importance of the historical Hashemite custodianship over Islamic and Christian holy places in Jerusalem and their role in protecting these sanctities and their Arab, Islamic, and Christian identity. The leaders also highlighted the importance of the international community continuing to support the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, and the need to provide the financial support it needs to continue providing vital services to Palestinian refugees in accordance with its UN mandate, especially in light of the important humanitarian and development role that the agency plays in favor of brotherly Palestinian people. The leaders agreed to continue intensive consultations and coordination within the framework of the Egyptian-Jordanian-Palestinian tripartite coordination formula at all levels in order to crystallize a vision to activate efforts to resume negotiations and to work with brothers and partners to revive the peace process according to the approved terms of references within the framework of efforts to help the people. The brotherly Palestinians are to obtain all their rights, and amid them, foremost of which is their right to freedom, independence, and a sovereign state on the national soil on the basis of two-state solution.
Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry said Egypt is striving to overcome the current challenges that have largely impacted the world. In a televised interview on the sidelines of the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week, Shoukry explained that the economic reform program Egypt began in 2016 faces the repercussions of both the coronavirus and the Ukrainian war. The top diplomat confirmed the state's efforts are exerted to overcome these challenges through attracting investment. Shukri, who is also the president of the UN Climate Conference COP27, stressed the need to put forth mechanisms needed for obtaining financial aid that would help in tackling climate change challenges ahead of the upcoming conference COP28. The minister asserted that Egypt aspires to be a hub for green hydrogen, noting that Green Hydrogen Initiative launched by Egypt in cooperation with Belgium during COP27. And back home, the Interior Ministry has organized a regional workshop in coordination with the Interpol organization. The three-day workshop tackled the means of cooperation in the field of combating terrorism, financing in the Middle East and the region, and the African continent. The workshop was attended by delegates of 21 states and representatives of the United Nations and the Interpol. It probed means of cooperation and exchanged visions on modern ways to combat terrorism. More than 90 countries have expressed deep concern at Israel's punitive measures against the Palestinian people, according to leadership and civil society, following a UN request for the opinion of International Court of Justice on the Israeli occupation of Palestinian territories. In a statement, the signatories called for the reversal of Israeli measures, saying regardless of their position on the General Assembly's resolution, they reject the punitive measures. A statement was signed by representatives of Arab nations and the 57-member Organization of Islamic Cooperation and 37 other countries, 27 of them from Europe, including Germany, France and Italy, as well as Japan, South Korea, Brazil, Mexico and South Africa. Palestinian UN Ambassador Riyad Mansour welcomed the statement of support, predicting more countries will support the statement when the Security Council holds its monthly meeting on the Middle East, focusing on the decades-old Israeli-Palestinian conflict on Wednesday. On the ground, Israeli occupation soldiers shot dead a Palestinian man in the occupied southern West Bank town of Halhul near Hebron on Tuesday. The Palestinian Health Ministry said 40-year-old Hamdi Abudaya was killed by Israeli occupation bullets. The shooting raises the toll of Palestinians killed this month in the West Bank to 15. A military base north of the Somali capital on Tuesday was hit in a deadly attack launched after the government claimed a historic victory over the terrorist groups with the capture of a